guest lecturer's lecture today. But I know that the person we have here today is able, Professor Bolaji Aluko from Howard University, a professor of engineering, a maverick in several ways, a media guru, a public commentator, a prolific writer. Let me invite Professor Bolaji Aluko to give the lecture.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Dan Austin, VOA Director, Ms. Brangila, the Africa Head, Mr. Samdi Dare, Chief VOA of Hausa Service, your many excellencies and good persons here, and as we also always say in Nigeria, all other protocol observed. I am very pleased to be given the opportunity to join the VOA today in celebrating its 30th year of delivering radio and presumably sometimes TV service to the large Hausa community of native and second language hearers and speakers that span 8 countries, that is Benin, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria, Sudan, and Togo. That's all in West and Central Africa, and particularly among Muslims. Wikipedia indicates that Hausa is currently speaking as a first language by about 24 million people, and as a second language by about 15 million more, for a total of 39 million people. I have seen or heard numbers like 50 to 60 million people, and today I just heard also 130 million people. But we should not quibble about numbers, because in Africa it's probably only our geographical size that is certain on many occasions. This clearly explains why radio stations like BBC, I hope it's not anathema to mention BBC around here, BBC, Radio France International, China Radio International, Voice of Russia, called the VOA, Deutsche Welle, and other broadcast stations broadcast widely in Hausa, with accompanying envy by other African languages, and why Hausa is taught in so many Western and African universities. Personally, I do not speak Hausa beyond Yayade and Mayashiko, which I learned in Nigeria. But not only have I participated in many VOA programs in this building, such as Street Talk Africa, but you will soon learn about some of my other radio experts. If information is power, then it is not an understatement that radio is king, particularly in Africa. Radio is a means both of synchronous and asynchronous communication between those who have some instant and timely news and information to deliver, maybe with their own spin, some will call it propaganda, and others who desperately need an outlet to provide feedback, no matter how rich or poor, no matter how remote or urban, no matter how limited in education or how enlightened. And when that communication is delivered in their own native language by someone who, lives so